Hello everyone, I am Minendra Surve. Today we are going to discuss rolling operation and its terminology in detail. So let's see first its definition. In rolling operation, so it is a process in which workpiece is feed past a pair of rolls, or we can say pair of rolls, such that its thickness is reduced at the expanse of increment in its length. So what we have to understand from this, these are the two rollers, okay, and these rollers of same size and its rotational speed for both the rollers are same. So what will happen in this process is thickness h1 is going to be reduced at the exit, and its length is in increment in its length. Yes, so this is the width at initial section, this is the width at final section. So we can say width remains constant, but length is going to be increased and thickness is going to reduce. From this equation, this is the initial velocity at entry, this is velocity at exit. So from velocity expression we can write velocity is a function of pi into d into n. So pi d1 n1 at inlet is equal to pi d2 n2 at exit. So what we have initially assumed, same size of both the rollers and rollers have same rotational speed. Yes, after this we can see the thickness calculation. So what is the thickness or reduction in thickness, we can say draft. So this draft is nothing but initial thickness minus final thickness. So from the figure we can see, easily see, here is the initial thickness and this is the final thickness. From that, the difference between initial thickness and final thickness is nothing but a draft. So h1 minus h2 is your draft. Here is draft is nothing but h1 minus h2. For this pure rolling process, there is the compression stresses induced, and what we can see there, its width is a constant. After that, we can easily write the discharge equation for this process. And what is discharge equation? h1 b1 v1 is equal to h2 b2 v2, where h1 is the initial thickness, h2 is the final thickness, b1 is width, b2 its width at entry and exit, but its width is remains constant. So b1 is equal to b2, v1 is the velocity at entry, v2 is the velocity at exit. From that we know, as width is constant, so b1 and b2 eliminates, so h1 v1 is equal to h2 v2. From that we have got this reduction ratio or thickness reduction ratio, h1 by h2 is equal to v2 by v1. After this we have to see bite angle. So bite angle is the most important angle in a rolling operation, that is nothing but alpha here. So what is its definition? It is the angle subtended by length of arc or contact length subtended at the center of the roller. Yes, so this is the length of arc or contact length at the center of the roller. So this is your alpha, or we can say OA is the radius, OC is the radius, and from that we can easily find out this alpha. So how to find out this alpha? We have the relationship cos alpha over here. We can take a cos alpha. Why we are taking cos alpha? Because we have the this dimension. Cos alpha is equal to, if we take the distance, or we if we take the line from this A point towards the OC, so this length is your AB. For this AB, this is right angle triangle AOB, and that cos alpha is equal to OB by OA. But what is your OB? OB is nothing but OC minus BC. Yes, and BC is nothing but delta H or delta H by 2. How delta H by 2? This BC is nothing but H1 minus H2, that is delta H, but delta H divided by this side also and this side also. So we can say that delta or BC is equal to delta H by 2, because delta H is divided in this side or this side also. So H1 minus H2 is equal to delta H, but your BC is equal to delta H by 2. So put here value of BC delta H by 2, OC is the radius, and from that we will get cos alpha is equal to OB r minus delta H by 2, and your OA is the radius. So what we will get, 1 minus delta H by 2r, that is nothing but cos alpha. So cos alpha is equal to, or alpha is equal to cos inverse 1 minus delta h by twice r. So this is the required expression for bite angle alpha, and this is the most important expression. From that alpha we can solve various types of numericals, and we can easily find out what is the bite angle or bite angle for rolling operation. So after this bite angle we have to see what is the projected length. So for finding out the projected length, this is the derivation. Sometimes they ask bite angle as well as projected length in a numerical. So for that we have to find out what will be the projected length. So we have find out this AB. This AB, let's say that this AB is the LP or projected length, but that is the projected length. But your actual length is nothing but this arc length AB. Yes, for that purpose, we have to find out first, or we can say, let's see the derivation AB square. If we find out this AB, that is nothing but projected length. So AB square or AOB is a right angle triangle. In that right angle triangle, AB square is equal to OA square minus OB square. But what is OA? OA is your radius, so R square minus OB square. But what is OB? OB is nothing but this radius minus this distance. So this let us assume this is a C point. Okay, same as that of the previous. So BC is nothing but delta h by 2, or BC is delta h by 2. We have find out in previous derivation. So BC is delta h by 2, but what we have to find out OB. So R minus delta h by 2 is BC. So R minus delta h by 2 and square of that. So we will get AB easily. After simplification of this term, R square minus delta h square by 4 plus minus n, this minus will get plus, what we will get, r into delta h. So these r square and these r square get eliminate. What is remaining? Plus r delta h minus delta h square by 4. But here we have to assume that delta h square by 4 is very less than that of the r into delta h. So this term is reduces to be 0. So what is AB? Or AB is nothing but projected length is equal to r into delta h. So let's solve one numerical on this. Okay, this is the numerical, and in this numerical h1 is given. H1 is the initial thickness, that is 25. H2 is the final thickness, 20 mm. R is, or D is the roller diameter, and if you find out a radius, that is nothing but 200 mm. Find the projected length. So we have the directly formula for projected length, that is nothing but r into delta h. Just put the value of r here. R is 200 mm, delta h is nothing but initial thickness minus final thickness, that is 5. After simplification this, you will get thickness, or sorry, you will get projected length LP in mm. One more formula for finding out the projected length, and that is nothing but bite angle. If you use bite angle formula, you will also get same projected length. Let's see how. This is another method. So alpha is equal to cos inverse 1 minus delta h by twice r. So cos inverse 1 minus delta h is a 5, and twice r nothing but diameter. So directly put diameter as a 400. Then you will get alpha in terms of degree. But this is in degree, you have to convert into radians. After conversion of degree into radians, you will get 0.158 radians. Yes. So what is important term here? Here you can use this is your projected length. Okay, this L we have to find out. But how to find out? Projected length is nothing but r into angle subscribed. Yes. So this is my radius and this is my angle subscribed, that is nothing but r, sorry, that is nothing but alpha. So if this is my alpha, so projected length LP is nothing but r into alpha. So my again new formula, r into alpha. So r is 200, alpha is, this is in terms of radians. So that's why we have to convert that degree into radians. After calculation of this, you will get 31.6, near about same answer. So either you can solve by this method, or either you can use bite angle term here. But don't forget this conversion of radians in, sorry, degree into radians. Yes. So this projected length LP is equal to this L. Yes. And what you assume here, this is due to the neglecting delta h square by 4 term in LP. So here we have neglected this term delta h square by 4. So either you can go by this formula, or you can go by this formula r into alpha. Yes, thank you.